Hi, everybody. Jim Klauck, a.k.a. Check-a-Pro Joe here on the Check-a-Pro radio show. I love what I do, helping you stay safe in your home and bring you all kinds of cool home improvement ideas. Today on the program, Adam Greer from Easy Lift Garage Doors and More. Hello, Adam.
Hello, how are you?
I am living the dream. Thank you so much for asking. Garage doors, that's what we talk about because you're our garage door expert today here on the program. And a question's come in. And it might seem like a silly question, but I think it's a fair question. Is an uneven garage door a problem? And what I think they mean by that, if it's not level with the earth, is it a problem? And I will say this before you answer that question. Years ago, I sent you a picture of a very uneven door at my home. Kind of came off the track a bit. So you know what I'm talking about. It's askew. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of the most common phone calls we get is doors crooked, it's having struggles. There's all kinds of reasons it could be that. So even to answer the question, is it a problem? Most likely. Sometimes just the way the house is settled, you can't get it straight. Detached garages can suffer from that a little bit. They're hard to level out as the house shifts. Because you still need the door to be as level as possible. Sometimes you just gotta have a cheat in there and it's not gonna close open. But barring that, which is rare, it is it a problem? Yes, it is, because it means that the cables, that's the first thing. The drum that holds the cables, maybe has slipped. Just had this yesterday. So that's why it's interesting you're bringing this up. The guy says, man, my door's crooked all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. Got out there and sure enough, the right-hand side was the one that was low. And reach up there and that it wouldn't spin completely free because the step bolts are still in enough that it would catch, but it had this movement to it. So that, in theory, makes that cable longer. Even if it's half an inch, changes how it sits. But then also when it's opening, now the door is opening crooked, by the time it's to the top, that half an inch down here has become pretty extreme as it's trying to open. And then the door is dragging the track and just a mess. So yeah, it usually is a problem. It's not necessarily a big problem. Simply getting there, resetting drums. Then you have the other issue, which is more, it's not just at the close position, it's stuck halfway open. Crooked, hanging, it's a mess. It's because the cables have jumped off the drum. And what causes that? A couple things. Most common is that the door has come down on something. Garbage can, kid skateboard, something was in the way. And for that second, so the cables are working in unison. It's one spring. It's coming down, catches something, causes it to do this. That side that got hung up, for that second, that cable will slack and get out of track. And even if you quickly move the thing out of the way. So maybe it gets another one time up and down, but the cable's no longer tracking correctly. And so when you see that crooked, what that means is the side that's hanging low is the side that's off. So all you gotta do is simply look, see coils all spaghetti strung around the tube. That's your sign. So the most common is it's come down. The second most common is that the spring tension over years is starting to get weak. So you have enough spring tension on the door to keep the cables tight, even when they're in the full open position. If the spring is getting weak, the opener still opens all the way. But now the spring tension's out. So the cables are kind of dangling, they're slacking. Eventually that's going to throw them off track as well. So those are the two most common reasons for a crooked door. Try to always identify it when we come out because you don't want just to repeat. But sometimes you just can't always give an explanation. And I think I'm not always hearing the whole story from the homeowner, especially if it's a tenant, but, well, we don't know. We just pushed the button. We know, and it's always fine to hear the explanations. So you just have to go, okay, let's get you operational again. But it's very important, if it's at all possible, we do our best to figure out what caused it. And the thing that helps us the most, don't try to fix it before you call us. Because once you've altered it and you've tried to adjust the drum yourself, now we can't repeat the situation, can't duplicate it because you've altered it. So leave it alone, make the phone call. And I know that sometimes you're in a panic, you're in my door shut, It just helps the technician, whether it's us or any other company. If we can see the actual problem, then we can properly identify the case.
So it's like a crime scene. Don't touch anything. Let forensics come in, okay? Right? That's what they say. Not that I know a lot. I just watch a lot of crime shows, right? It's like, okay, don't touch anything. Just look at it and step away, please. Same type of thing with the garage door.
Right.
All right. Treat your garage door incident like a crime scene. That's the moral of the story. Adam Greer from Easy Lift Garage Doors and More. Thank you so much for joining me today here on the program.
Always my pleasure. Thanks for having me.